It's honestly a crime that more people aren't reading books by these authors. Hey book besties, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna be rounding up 5 thriller authors I don't see people reading enough on Book Talk, BookTube, Bookstagram, like anywhere. I don't see them enough and they really deserve all the hype. Make sure you stick around because I'm saving my favorite for last. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around for more thriller book content. First up, let's talk about one of my all-time favorite thriller authors, Heather Gudenkauf. She wrote The Overnight Guest, Missing Pieces. Her most recent book that's coming out is The Perfect Hosts, and her books are so good. A lot of her books take place in like the Midwest, sort of like Indiana, Illinois, kind of areas like that, and they're super atmospheric. I love them so much. And she does a really great job of building these rich characters, these stories that are so gripping. I have been shocked by some of the plot twists in her books. They're so good. And I'll say, like, The Overnight Guest is probably the only one of hers that I really see a lot of people talk about, but she really has some excellent books that more people need to be reading. Next, we have Megan Miranda. She is another one of my favorite thriller authors, and yes, she had a book of the month recently, but I will say, I don't see her books talked about a lot on Book Talk or other places. It's just, I just don't see her enough. I've seen some people talk about this book, but even though it's been a book of the month, I don't see many people discussing this one. And one thing I will say about Megan Miranda is her books are a little polarizing because a lot of people like really don't like her books, but I really think her stories are so well written with such rich characters. I think she does a really great job of developing these characters with very rich backstories, and you feel like you know these people. These people feel very real to you, and that's what I enjoy so much. Plus, her atmospheric reads are incredible. A lot of her books take place in like North Carolina, Virginia, kind of like the Appalachian kind of area, which is super atmospheric and interesting for me because that's sort of where I live, except on the Tennessee side. So it's still really cool to have that vibe to it, and I really enjoy it. So one of my favorites from her is You Belong Here, but I also really like Such a Quiet Place and All the Missing Girls. Next is an indie author, J.L. Hyde. Her books are so good. The Bluff is one that's on my TBR. It's the only one of her books that I actually have on my shelf, but I've read like 6 or 7, I think 7 of her books now, and they are so bingeable. I want to see more people reading her books because they're, oh my God, amazing. My favorite book by her is, well, it's a series. It's the Grady Lake series. These books were like 200 pages maybe, so they were super bingeable. I read through them so fast. Such a gripping story, so many plot twists, such a good mystery. I love how she writes books, and she is so underrated. She's got like, I think 10 books out now, and I can't wait to read through her catalog. I read her newest book, To All Those I've before, and it was so good. Again, another short read. That's what I really like about her books too, is they're like short and quick to get through, and I love that. Next is Julie Clark, and again, similar to Megan Miranda, one of her books was a book of the month pick. It was The Ghostwriter, and I got an ARC copy of this book, so I got to read it before it released, and I liked it, but her other books are so much better, particularly The Last Flight. This book was so gripping. I loved it so much. And here's the thing, like before The Ghostwriter came out, I really never saw people talk about Julie Clark's books. So I'm excited that she got a book of the month so that more people could read her books if they enjoyed The Ghostwriter. But honestly, even if you didn't enjoy it, The Last Flight is so good. It was such a wild story. I could not get enough. As promised, I saved the best for last. That is Miranda Smith. Her books are so freaking good. I like to kind of compare her stories to Frida McFadden, but with better character development. Her books are so like formulaic in the best way. Like they just hook you right from the beginning. They keep you guessing all the way throughout, and the plot twists are wild. This one here is my favorite book of hers. It just came out like April, maybe June, something like that. But it's definitely a great book for spooky season, especially if you love like 90s horror films. This one's totally gonna do it for you. But a couple other of my favorites of hers are Loving Mothers and The Writer. She is such a good thriller author. I've met her and she is such a sweet person. If you have not read any of her books yet, I highly recommend it. So I hope I convinced you all to read some authors that you maybe haven't read before, or pick up another book by one of these authors to see what more they have on their backlist. In the comments, I would love to hear some thriller authors that you think are criminally underrated, so drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching, besties. I'll see you next time.